What investments in digital technology are required for accounting firms post-pandemic? You spoke of some of the large investments being made in Australia. And what would be some of the new services and new opportunities for accounting firms?
As I said, touched earlier, we are all going into this advisory space, right? So it's around how can we add value to our clients. So cyber is a big area. We are using a lot of data tools to analyze information, for example, a GST audit or a VAT audit. So what accounting firms are doing is building new products based on technology to take to clients. Because I think there's some stat, I forget exactly what it is, but I think 90% of the data in the world was created in the last 5 years, right? Something like that. So in the next 10 years, it's going to be amazing. Data is going to be 3 or 4 times, right? So everybody is about data insights and data analytics. How can we mine the data? How can we add value? How can we make sure we're compliant, right? And the regulators, I think I might have mentioned earlier, even though we talk about people a lot and engagement a lot, ultimately, we can't forget that we are regulated, right? So Rajiv is regulated. He needs to make sure he complies with the requirements from a governance perspective, from an audit perspective, he's ready. So we just need to make sure that that we get everything done correctly, even though the touch and feel stuff is good, right? So, but that's the challenge, right? Because we say to all our people, be this dynamic people and engage and all these things, but when do they do the work? End up working 16-hour days like I used to work, and the next generation of people don't want to do that, right? So it's just enabling technologies. I think the firms are investing in, and AI is a big part of that. I know the big four have committed to something like $7 or $8 billion between them to invest in AI in the next 4 or 5 years, and that's going to be a major play, right? Because we want to be able to mine data and get the insights and then add value to clients using that data, right? So one of the areas that's growing strongly, Jehan, for us is also around cybersecurity and controls and so on, that I think Rajiv touched on. That's a big area, right? I mean, those guys, my partners in that area are completely, they've got so much work on. They don't know where it's coming from. They don't know, they can't actually feel, because everybody's scrambling to comply with the regulators, right? And if you're an international business like Cori, right, you have a lot of issues to deal with, right? Regulation is a big part of it. Simple thing as opening a bank account, as you all know, you want to go and open a bank account in Australia, it'll take 6 months now. By the time they do all the checks, and they won't know your entire history. If you open a personal bank account, they'll know when was your grandfather born. My grandfather was born in Jaffna, in 1922 or something. When was the last time you did this? So the compliance has gone crazy, right? So we need to be on top of that, but we use technology solutions are being taken by accounting firms to clients to manage that, so they can focus on growing their business.